do you want to just start off by giving me a little bit of background as to who you are? So, you're from Australia, is that correct?
Yeah. So my name's Phil. I'm from Australia. G'day. But I've lived in Nashville now for 14 years as a songwriter, signed songwriter to a publisher, and I write songs and we try and get them to the artists. I guess my biggest hit song is "A Woman Like You" by Lee Brice. I've had songs recorded by Dustin Lynch, Eli Young Band, Low Cash, Sarah Evans, David Nail, lots and lots of country superstars. And I've also got to know a lot of the Canadians, which obviously I've got a friend, Victoria Banks, that's a songwriter that's playing this show with us. But I know Tim Hicks, I know Washboard Union, are friends of mine, like all these Chad Brownlees, all these people that, I've known, Jess Moskaluk, all these people that I've got to write with over the years and had songs on the radio with. So basically my job is a songwriter, and I try and write songs with these artists and get them on the radio, and it's pretty exciting.
That sounds like an exciting life that you live. That's awesome. So, why did you move from Australia to Nashville?
Australia has a little country music scene, but obviously watching people like Keith Urban and Australians that went to Nashville, I kind of was interested in it. And as soon as I set foot on Music Row, I was like, wow, this is a whole business here. And I didn't know that songwriting was actually a paid job where you could do it, as a job and go to appointments every day and try and write songs as a job. So that was why I moved to Nashville. And now, I get to live my dream life, and I write with my friends every day and different artists and different things. And it's pretty amazing, actually.
That sounds like a really cool job. Honestly, I think most people think that the people who sing the songs are the people that, mainly write them, but there's a whole lot of people behind the scenes, right? Doing lots of
Yeah,
work.
it's really possible to get songs recorded by people that have never, they hear it and they go, oh, I want to record this. So yeah, that's a process in itself. And then we also are lucky enough, it's kind of 50-50. Then we'll write with the artists and obviously listen to their stories and help them write their stories, and then they can record them, and it's kind of the way it works. But really our job is to help them say what they want to say. So
That sounds that sounds like a really fun job, honestly.
yeah,
So
it's really cool because I feel like all the people are such great people I get to connect with, and it's almost like first dates every time you meet someone new, and it's like you're just working it out and you're getting to know each other. But you've all got also songwriting, you got to be vulnerable, and they'll tell you about their breakup or what's going on in their life or what means something to them, because that's when you need to write a song about that, because that's what they're going to want to put on their records. So it's a really vulnerable kind of date scenario when you're first writing with someone, but it's really cool. I love it.
you kind of have to get in there and immediately know each other, right? You have to immediately
Yeah,
let your
and
guard
and
down.
you're telling your deepest secrets and your biggest parts of life that is no one else's business, But I mean, if you're really going to get to the good songs and what's really on your heart, that's what you've got to do. And so we got to be really, especially if it's a big artist walking into the room, you just got to be really approachable and just really friendly and connect, and it's just part of the songwriting process. It's strange, it's very strange, but I love it.
But it seems to work for you very well. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and so we'll kind of switch gears here to the actual event that you guys are doing here in Moose Jaw, Music Row at the May.
Yes, which
So
is
we're
gonna be great. So Friday the 29th of April, And I think there's only like 100 tickets left, or less than 100 tickets left. So if you're thinking of coming, this is going to be an amazing show. Got Emily Shackleton that's written a lot of the Carly Pearce songs, and she's got, songs with everyone, Major, Sarah Evans, and Mickey Guyton, and all these people, Lauren Elena, and then you've got Victoria Banks, who's an institution in Canada. She won Female Vocalist of the Year in 2010, I think, and she toured with Reba and everything, but she's also an amazing songwriter, written with Sarah Evans. She's had Carly Pearce songs. She's had everything. 100 Brothers, Johnny Reed classics, like just a great songwriter. And then we've got Jeff Cohen coming up, who's written songs like for Josh Groban, he even had the Paw Patrol theme song. He's written for Sugarland. He's written for the band Perry. He's amazing. And the four of us are going to get on stage and just share stories and talk about our songs and play our songs and just put on a show that is hopefully, like, I know the people are going to love. So if you're thinking about on the fence about coming to the show, trust me, it's going to be amazing. And of course we got Joel Stewart hosting the event. So that makes it even more fun, because that guy's crazy fun.
No, I'm really, really excited to go. I know it was postponed because of COVID and everything, but I'm super excited that you guys could kind of figure out a date for everyone to come down, because you guys are all traveling from Nashville pretty much, right?
Yeah, we're all coming from Nashville, all excited to come up. We've played, I think I've been up there a couple times before, so I love the town. I love all the food. I even played Hungry Hippos at the local game one time. I came up at the ice rink, which was fun. But I'm super looking forward to it, just to be back in Moose Jaw.
Okay,
Such a beautiful theater, and just really nice people, and great crowds, and I love it.
Well, I work for the Moose Jaw Warriors, which would be the team you're talking about. So
we went and saw a game one night, and I got out there and did the thing where we have the clothes basket and get the balls, and it was great. Me and Joel were partners, so it was amazing.
Well, the Warriors are on their playoff run right now, so they actually
awesome. So it must be exciting up there.
Yeah, no, it's getting exciting. Lots of stuff going on. But so I was going to ask you kind of about your connection to Moose Jaw. When have you been here, and what kind of shows have you played so far?
Well, we've played the May before, and we've played some towns around there, which I've loved. Just because it's really fun for me, because I think I've had something like 15 top 10s in Canada with different bands, like Washboard Union, I said, and Jess and Tim Hicks and 100 Brothers and different bands like that. So it's going to be fun to be in High Valley, and just Gord Bamford, Brett Kissel, all these people I've had songs with, and I never get to play them down at the Bluebird in Nashville, when I do shows down here, because people don't really know them here. So to me, it's going to be amazing to be able to play some of the songs that you guys have heard on the radio with my friends from Canada. So I'm hoping there might be a few Canadians that are local that we might be able to get to come and maybe get up on stage, but we'll see. But I love playing the songs I've had on the radio in Canada, so I'm excited about that.
That sounds awesome. Kind of a different type of set list that you can bring, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's really cool for me. And then I love when I've come to Moose Jaw before, and just driving over there with the Canadian country radio and just hearing my songs on the radio is just freaky amazing. So I really am looking forward to that.
You guys could almost play a game as you're driving, I wrote this one, and then she wrote that one, and you wrote this one.
Yeah, honestly, one time we did drive to the airport, it was almost like that, and it was pretty amazing. There was one year I think I had 7 top 10s in the 1 year, and they were all like on the radio all the time. And it was, I mean, it's a really special moment to hear them all on the radio. It's just crazy.
Going back to Music Row, for me, like, I don't really know anything about Nashville. I've never been. So do you want to kind of tell me about Music Row and what it's like?
Yeah, basically, I mean, the first time I came to Nashville was 2005, and there's this little area called Music Row, and basically I walked up and down these 2 streets, and there is record company after record company, or publishing company after publishing, but it's all music industry. And I just, from that moment on, I knew that's where I had to be. And it's just like this little amazing area where, you know, Garth Brooks is recorded here, and you know, this record was made here. Drops of Jupiter was recorded here. And it's all these studios, and you just know all this legendary music stuff was made here. Elvis Presley's recorded in this building. You know, it's just like, there's just an energy of excitement, and that's what Music Row is. And you've got all these songwriters, you know, writing songs every day in offices. You've got all these artists getting signed to record companies, and all the business of them putting out records, like your Luke Combs's, and all the music industry is all happening in this little block, you know. And it's just, it feels so special. Like every time I drive down it, I'm like, wow, this is just like freaky amazing, just being on Music Row.
Probably feels like pretty electric getting to like go to work every day.
And all those classic records, if you look at the back of it, it's like recorded at Ocean Way, Music Row, or, you know, like there's, or it's like Curb Records, Music Row, or Sony, Music Row, you know. It's like, I mean, that's what is so magic. You know, there's so much history, and, you know, all these great things are happening on Music Row every day, where great new songs are being written.
You guys are coming here for mental health initiatives for the Prairie South School Division. So why do you think that it's important to raise money for that, for the younger demographic of people?
I mean, it's just important. And obviously we've all been through the pandemic recently, and it's just a really important issue, and something we all feel strongly about. So we'll get up and just hopefully we'll raise a bunch of money, and for a good cause, and for the people that need it, you know. And looking forward to being able to be a part of that in a small way, you know.
Absolutely. Well, that was kind of all the questions that I had, Phil. Is
Awesome.
there anything that you want to add, or you maybe want to play a tune, or?
I could.
Yeah, definitely.
We're excited to come up and play for you guys. So I think there's less than 100 tickets left. So please come along. It's going to be a great crowd. It's going to be the funnest show. I'm probably going to do this song. Lee Bryce heard this song the night we wrote it. And he recorded it pretty much 2 days after. It was his first number one song, my first number one song in America. And it's called A Woman Like You. And it goes like this. Woo! Oh, yeah. Last night, out of the blue, drifting out to the evening news. She said, honey, what would you do if you'd have never met me? I just laughed, said, I don't know. I could take a couple guesses, though. So I tried to dig real deep, yeah. Said, darling, honestly, come on. I do a lot more offshore fishing. I probably eat more drive-through chicken. I take some strokes off my golf game. If I'd have never known your name, still be driving that old green Nova. I probably never would have heard of yoga. I'd be a better football fan. But if I was a single man, alone and out there on the loose, I'd be looking for a woman like you. Woo! Oh, yeah. Well, I could tell I got her attention. And I said, baby, I forgot to mention, I wouldn't trade a single thing, no, for 100 years the other way. She just smiled and rolled her eyes, yeah, 'cause she's heard all of my lines. I said, come on, girl, seriously. If I hadn't been so lucky, I'd be shooting pool in my bachelor pad, playing bass in my cover band, restocking that cold Bud Light for poker every Tuesday night. I'd have a dirt bike in the shed, and I want to throw a pillow on the bed. No, I keep my cash in a coffee can. But if I was a single man, alone out there on the loose, I'd be looking for a woman like you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And she knows what a mess I'd be if I didn't ever heed. But to be sure, baby, I whispered in her ear, you know I get sick deep sea fishing, and you make the best fried chicken. I got a hopeless golf game. I love the sound of your name. I miss that old green Nova, but I love watching you do yoga. I take this gold band on my hand. Oh, being a single man, 'cause honestly, I don't know what I'd do. Nope. If I never met a woman like you.